Activity was south of the lake shore yesterday because of this little system that tried to burst our heat bubble. It kind of pushed a little bit farther south of the lake shore. Well, it's made its way a little bit further north over Lake Erie, which means anywhere we see a shower or rumble pop up this afternoon does have the potential to become strong or severe. It's so humid, plenty of those thunderstorm ingredients for it to tap into. It's going to be during those peak heating hours again. Think after lunchtime through dinner time before the sun sets. Same thing as yesterday too. We're looking at the potential for gusty winds that could cause some damage, and then also flooding, heavy rain with these storms because they have plenty of moisture they can grab from the atmosphere and just rain that down on us. First alert Doppler radar and cloud cover right now. You can see there's a few clouds, especially east of Cleveland, high thin wispy clouds, but we're seeing some clearing to help energize the atmosphere for later. So very similar to yesterday, level 1 out of 5 risk, meaning, hey, we're not going to see, a severe weather outbreak or anything like that, but any shower or rumbler that does pop up, it's got the potential to tap into that energy, get stronger and create wind gusts over 60 miles an hour and that heavy rain potential. So hour by hour as we head through the day today, most of us back near that 90-degree mark. We're not at heat advisory criteria, but boy, it's going to feel toasty out there, mid to upper 90s. As we head through the afternoon, you can see with that mix of sunshine and clouds, more of a west wind could cool off a little bit near the lake shore because we'll get a little bit of that lake breeze going. First alert Doppler radar temperature estimations here are showing we'll have a little bit of rain, cooled air out there, but it is going to be muggy and steamy. So I'm going to walk you through the storm threat for today, hour by hour. Plus we'll talk about what the weekend has in store coming up here in a few minutes. Take much. We've got all the ingredients there. If they mix together correctly, that's how we could get stronger storms. So let's break down the timeline for you today. Again, this morning we're warm and muggy. By lunchtime, kind of similar to yesterday, maybe a pop-up shower, rumble or two. This afternoon, better potential for a strong storm or two to develop, and they'll be around through the evening hours through about dinner time, and then the threat will end as you head off to bed. So you don't have to worry about severe weather overnight, but I mentioned that key thunderstorm ingredient, the humidity. Humidity is a measure of moisture in the air. All of that moisture can help fuel these storms and make them heavy rain producers. Today we're still feeling tropical, tomorrow and Saturday. So we're holding on to the muggy pattern. But if you don't like the humidity, Jeff's got some good news for the first week of July. He's going to talk about it tonight on First Alert Focus on Cleveland's 43. So let's talk about future view through the afternoon here. We're seeing these little pop-up showers around 2 o'clock. Any of these little guys that are popping up on future view. Again, we've got a front sitting smack dab right to the north of Lake Erie. I probably shouldn't hit that like that, lightly tap, of Lake Erie. That's another trigger for these storms to develop anywhere in our area. So you can see here by 5 o'clock, we'll be watching for maybe some changing conditions for the drive home. It could be sunny and good, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're in some heavy rain and gusty winds. So we'll be watching for that through about 8 o'clock. Again, anywhere we see one of these showers or storms on future view has the potential to get that dark red color, that heavy rain, lightning, and gusty winds with it. But notice by the time you head to bed, it's not something you'll have to worry about. As we head through the day tomorrow, we're waking up again nice and soupy by the afternoon. We're near that 90-degree mark and can't rule out a pop-up shower or storm again as we head through the afternoon hours heading into your Friday, especially afternoon and evening. So something to watch out for. Guardians game should be dry today. I think first pitch is around 1:10. Could be a spotty shower around, but just make sure you're drinking lots of water. So here's that heat bubble that we were talking about here. Again, we took a lot for some of these systems to burst our bubble, but now we've got that front sitting right to our north, so it just potentially could help trigger. It's just another one of those thunderstorm ingredients that we'll be watching. Things are nice and quiet right now. A few showers. The banner right here is blocking off to our east that blossomed. You can almost see on the radar loop here, blossomed, and then they can pick up a lot of energy, pop out of nowhere. We always say it's almost like in this type of environment, you sneeze, that's the perfect energy for a storm to develop. It picks up all that moisture and then it rains itself out. So we've also got the potential for storms like that. They get so heavy with rain until they kind of just bust completely, and then you get those damaging wind gusts as that storm kind of falls apart. So that's something else we'll be watching for. Downburst or microburst, you might have heard them called before by meteorologists. So again, an alert day today. Few storms will be around again. We're kind of stuck in this pattern through the start of the weekend. We hold on to the humidity through the end of the weekend. Temperature staying in the 80s, just shy of 90. Heading into July. July starts next week, Tuesday. Couple showers around, but then notice we're in the low 80s, getting a little bit better as we head towards 4th of July. Could potentially be a little bit less humid too as we head towards the end of next week, which could set up for a little bit of a more comfortable pattern as we head into the first couple of weeks of July.